Right now, it's game day in Las Vegas as the Badgers prepare to take on Arizona State. We'll hear from some fans out there eagerly awaiting kickoff. Plus, the demand for COVID-19 tests still high as Dane County sees another record number of COVID cases. And finding out what's true and what's not, our Naomi Coles continues her sit-down interview with 4 political reporters on how we all consume the news. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. We begin with some breaking news from the Madison School District, where it has announced a delay in returning from winter break at all grade levels due to COVID concerns. Teaching will now start virtually 1 week from today, Thursday, January 6th. All MMSD staff will return to their workspaces, schedules, and routines on Monday, January 3rd. The district says the pause will allow them to address staff shortages. Tomorrow, the district will be holding a virtual press conference to answer questions on this decision. It'll also have an update on its return next Thursday. Meanwhile, it's been more than a month, 33 days since the Badger football team last played a football game. That game left a sour taste in many fans' mouths, a 23-13 loss at Minnesota. Wisconsin, though, can finish its season on a high note tonight. Lane Kimball live in Las Vegas, where fans are ready for some redemption. Lane?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, the Las Vegas Bowl trophy is not exactly as good as the Paul Bunyan axe, making sure that is at home. But hey, the Badgers will still take it, and Badger fans, they are a confident bunch today. Not really the least bit nervous at all here. Some, though, a little bit more tired than others. Take, for example, Will Searing. He's a UW alum from Stoughton, but he actually lives in Oklahoma City now. His flight landed at 2 a.m. today. He's here with his mom and dad, all 3 of them predicting a big win for Wisconsin. And we actually heard that today from fans across several generations.
The energy of Badger fans is palpable, and you can feel it walking around Las Vegas. It feels like a little bit of Madison came to Las Vegas.
I went to bowl games a lot as a child, and this one just got vaccinated, and he hasn't been anywhere in 2 years, and he's a huge football fan, so we thought this would be a good chance to get him back out.
Kate there was talking about her son, Jack. He is 5 years old, and the game starts well past his bedtime. So their plan today, this afternoon, was to take a little nap before they head over here to Allegiant Stadium. But I'll tell you what, the fans who are out here right now, they are not sleepy anymore whatsoever. They're fired up for the big game. Kickoff, though, still about 3.5 hours away. Covering the Badgers live in Las Vegas, Lane Kimball, News 3 Now.
You got to do whatever you can to get game ready, even if it includes a nap. Lane live in Las Vegas. Lane, thank you. Been a cool week out there. How about our New Year's forecast? Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, of course, we're still looking for snow on New Year's Day and bitter cold on Sunday. But right now, we're getting a few flurries in the backyard. But on Doppler track, they're so light, they're really not being detected that well by radar. It's starting to show up to the east of Madison. But we've added some flurries to the forecast, along with areas of fog. Visibilities are generally in the 2 to 5 mile range in areas that are getting fog. The thicker fog is over southwestern Wisconsin. Temperatures right now are at or below freezing. Janesville at 32, but Madison now at 29. So if there is some flurry activity, you're on the roads and the roads get wet, it's possible those roads could start to get a little slick later on. Wind chills right now, not much of a factor. They're only a few degrees colder than the actual temperature. We have alert days in the forecast for New Year's Day Saturday and for Sunday. The snow for Saturday, about 1 to 4 inches, the heaviest amounts down toward the Illinois state line. Bitterly cold on Sunday. Wind chills in the morning down to about 20 below zero. High temperatures only around 10 and wind chills below zero through the day. Our last day of 2021, cloudy skies, maybe some flurries, drizzle or freezing drizzle, especially in the afternoon. High temperature at 33 degrees, but later on I'll take a look at our weekend system in a little bit more detail.
Gary, thank you. Keep an eye on the forecast. Simply download our First Warn weather app. Hourly forecast, road conditions, latest cancellations. Download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. Now to an update on that gas leak in Dodge County that happened yesterday, leaving many there without heat overnight. Alliant Energy says crews worked overnight to repair the ruptured gas line. They also relit pilot lights and restored services for all affected customers. In total, about 1,100 customers in the Juneau, Burnett, and Minnesota Junction areas lost natural gas services. Alliant says all affected customers are expected to have service restored sometime this evening. For the second day in a row, public health officials are reporting record-breaking COVID case counts in Dane County. Nearly 1,300 people tested positive just yesterday, beating the record set the day before. Public Health Madison, Dane County says it has also seen an increase in testing. Appointments for this week are all booked up. For those hesitant to get a test, public health officials say it's better to know than not.
I don't think that they should be concerned about getting tested. They should just follow the rules. So if you're symptomatic, definitely come in. if you were exposed, come in, but not until 3 to 5 days post-exposure.
Getting tested before those 3 to 5 days could give you a false negative. Schwartz also says people from other parts of the state have been traveling to Dane County for tests because tests are few and far between in other parts of Wisconsin. And the Madison School District plans to host multiple COVID-19 testing and vaccine clinics at district schools in the coming days and weeks. 2 testing sites just opened today at Memorial High School on the west side, Senate Middle School on the east. They'll run through winter break. And after that, 2 booster clinics will be held at Lincoln and Kennedy Elementary Schools. Both of those will 45 available appointments filled on a first-come, first-served basis. Only Pfizer's booster there will be offered. 2 Walmart stores in Milwaukee are temporarily closing in order to sanitize those buildings to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The retail giant says the stores closed at 2 p.m. today and will remain closed until January 1st. Both stores will then reopen at 6 in the morning. A man is charged with groping a 10-year-old girl at an Onalaska Walmart store. Court records show 30-year-old Josie Ammon was charged December 15th with first-degree child sexual assault and resisting an officer. According to a report, Ammon groped the girl May 22nd. The girl told her mother, who confronted Ammon, who then fled the store. Police caught up with him at his job on October 29th. Ammon said he didn't remember the girl or her mother. He then ran off again, but was caught a short time later. A semi-trailer driver from Iowa faces charges in Wisconsin after allegedly leading state troopers on a wild interstate chase at night. 27-year-old Kyle Futrell was charged December 21st in Columbia County with multiple counts. On December 17th, state troopers got calls about Futrell driving all over the road on Interstate 39, 90, 94. As troopers tried to pull him over, Futrell turned off all of his lights while going 50 miles per hour. They say he nearly hit multiple vehicles before stopping. 11 grams of meth, they say, were found in the truck, as well as drug paraphernalia. A field sobriety test allegedly showed Futrell was impaired. It's been a tough year to keep up with the political turmoil in Wisconsin. For those of us bringing you the headlines, our job is to help you sort out what's true and what's not. So how can you trust we're doing it right? Well, in her ongoing coverage wrapping up the year's biggest headlines, Naomi Coles and 4 political reporters help us break down how to consume the news.
There's so much noise out there, it's often hard to cut through that.
And the negativity and the challenging themes of news this year.
It's our job to follow every minute so you can pick the minutes that matter most to you.
You can go on Facebook, you can go on Twitter, and it is a deluge of news, and it's hard to separate what's important and what's not.
At legacy outlets like ours,
Channel 3 or the Journal Sentinel or the AP,
where we have fact-checking requirements that social media simply doesn't, we're all following the same principles.
To try to say, hey, this is hard, but here's why this story is important. Here's someone who's personally affected by this story. Those are fundamentals of journalism that we've all been taught.
We have to go back and explain to viewers. So this is kind of the hint now that don't just read the headline, keep reading till the end of the story.
We are paid to be here to have that perspective and to have that history and to have that fairness of saying, look, this is something that one person is saying you may have heard about. Here's why it's accurate. Here's why it's not. And here are the facts to back that up.
At times, it's only a minute or two to explain what's new and also why it matters.
TV to TV specifically, and TV to radio. I think it's broadcast in particular faces that challenge of how do we condense something into 90 seconds.
Minute 15.
A rule of thumb. Use multiple outlets because partisan actors are often trying to get out the same information, but in a distorted or one-sided way.
Reporters really, we have our work cut out for us because we need, an engaged, informed electorate that has some faith in the process.
For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
Join Naomi and the 4 political reporters this Sunday at a special For the Record report, recapping the year in politics. That's right after Face the Nation. And then head online for a complete breakdown of the year in politics at channel3000.com. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, Tesla recalling thousands of vehicles. When owners will find out if they're affected. Plus, a local food pantry provides hundreds of families with much-needed food and essentials. That's just ahead.
Watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now at 6.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with store-wide savings, including holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Update your bathroom with a fresh paint color and a new faucet from Menards. For a beautiful look that stays clean, choose DuraClean Interior Paint from Dutch Boy. It's a paint and primer in one that's stain resistant. Pick up a gallon of interior flat paint for just $19.98 after rebate. Finish your update with Moen. This Hilliard series complements any bathroom design and features 5 unique spray settings. Right now, save big on Moen shower faucets.
Save big money at Menards.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-6947. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-6947.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour mattress sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with savings of up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Shop in-stock mattresses up to 65% off and delivered to your door within 5 days. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years on luxury brands. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. Tesla is recalling certain Model 3s due to camera cable issues. All Model 3s from model years 2017 to 2020 are included in that recall. A coaxial cable for the car's backup camera can become worn and fail to transmit images to the dashboard console. Tesla is not aware of any crashes, injuries, or deaths caused by that defect. More than 356,000 vehicles are affected. Owners who paid to replace or fix the trunk harness for the same issue prior to the recall may be eligible for reimbursement from Tesla. A letter notifying owners of the issue will be mailed beginning on February 18th. Merrimack Ferry closed for the season now because of the icy conditions on the Wisconsin River. This year, the ferry carried more than 241,000 vehicles on over 32,000 crossings. The season started back on March 22nd. Wisconsin DOT officials said the ferry will undergo maintenance during the winter season and resume its operations sometime in the spring. Well, the River Food Pantry and the nonprofit Feed the Children are helping families in need today. They held the No Hunger Holidays event, handing out boxes of food and other things like shampoo and even books for the kids. Each family got a box on a first-come, first-served basis. No Hunger Holidays is a campaign designed to feed families during the holidays, as well as bring awareness to childhood hunger.
So we see families from all walks of life, from those that are a senior, that the Social Security just isn't quite enough, to those families that are working families. And again, it's not just quite enough to be able to pay the bills. They're struggling, and so if we can help ease the burden a little bit by giving food and hygiene products, that's what we're here for.
Along with their regular volunteers, the Black Officers Coalition and students from Middleton High School also helped out. If you'd like to volunteer or send a donation, you can visit riverfoodpantry.org. With prescription painkiller use on the rise, the Toma VA giving veterans instant pain relief another way. Coming up, the treatment they're using and the amazing results they're getting from it. Plus, we could see a snowy start to the new year. Gary's got his complete forecast after the break.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi,
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible. This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year! When we are in pain, many of us reach for a pill. According to the CDC, prescription painkiller use is on the rise. The Toma VA is helping veterans reduce their pain with pins. As Amy DuPont explains, the treatment developed for the battlefield is giving veterans nearly instant pain relief at home.
Okay, I'm gonna clean your ear with some alcohol.
Pain for Scott Gomer is a part of life. The Air Force veteran's back pain is manageable, but nothing Gomer has tried completely takes his pain away, which is why he agreed to trade pills for pins.
I guess when I have the opportunity, might as well give it a try. And so, yeah, it's kind of nice to give it a shot and see how it works with me.
Deep breath in and blow it out. And that's the first one.
Gomer is one of a growing number of veterans turning to the VA's whole health approach to care.
So the conversation no longer is, what's the matter with you, but it is what matters to you. It's an amazing way to look at health.
One of the most popular whole health options is battlefield acupuncture, a therapy to reduce pain without narcotics.
These have a little bit of a snap to them.
Trained VA staff place gold pins into the skin of the outer surface of the ear.
So there are specific points in the ear that are used for pain. And so those are the energy fields that exit in the ear, so to speak. And so we set our pins on those 5 most prominent energy fields. Okay.
The procedure is fast. Nurse practitioner Nancy Patterson can insert the pins in both ears in less than 5 minutes, and it's nearly painless.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, sting to it, but it's not too bad.
But staff and vets say the biggest benefit to battlefield acupuncture is the results. 1 in 3 veterans reports a reduction in pain after 1 treatment. Scott's back pain went from a 3 to a 1 seconds after the last pin went into his ear.
Wiggle and let me know how you feel.
Feel pretty good.
The pins fall out after 3 to 5 days, but Patterson says the pain relief can last weeks.
I love this because of the results. The patient feels better almost immediately. And it's so rewarding to me that I can make someone else feel better. And it's so easy. It's so easy.
Easy and more accessible than ever. The VA recently expanded its battlefield acupuncture program to offer the therapy at its outpatient clinics.
Oh, we ran with it.
Giving vets hope for life with fewer pills
Done. Okay.
and relief from pain.
The VA is also using battlefield acupuncture to treat anxiety. Researchers have found placing a 6th pin in the inner surface of the ear can reduce those symptoms. We could be welcoming some snow at the start of the new year. Gary's back with his full forecast. Anything we need to worry about, though, Gary?
Well, in the short term, we're actually getting some flurries out there right now with temperatures a little bit below freezing. There could be some slippery road surfaces. Visibilities right now generally between about 2 and 5 miles. There's also some fog out there, and as moisture condenses in the air and on the roads, that could also lead to some slippery spots. You can see on Doppler track now we're starting to see some of the flurry activity showing up on radar. It shouldn't last too long this evening, but we could see a couple of flakes of snow even through the overnight hours. The more consistent areas of snow have shifted northward into Canada, but our next weather system is still out to the west, not showing up on the radar map. That will be in here for New Year's Day. Heaviest snow expected to be from the western suburbs of Chicago back to just south of the Quad Cities into southern Iowa. Could be a narrow swath of about 6 to maybe 9 or 10 inches there. I'm thinking about maybe 4 inches down toward the Illinois state line south of Janesville, about 1 to 3 inches most areas, and then you start getting north of Dane County and the amounts could drop off to less than an inch. But with temperatures in the middle teens and a breezy wind, there could be some blowing snow as well. Winter storm watch is in effect for most of northern Illinois, parts of most of the southern part of Iowa, also for southeastern Wisconsin, including Milwaukee, Racine, and Kenosha counties. That is for maybe some lake enhancement there that could bring some slightly higher snow totals over southeastern Wisconsin. But then the bitterly cold air moves in for Sunday. Already there are wind chill advisories and wind chill warnings in effect for the Dakotas through much of Minnesota into far western Wisconsin. This is for tonight into Saturday morning, and we may need some advisories over parts of the Midwest by Sunday morning. So look for that snow on New Year's Day, especially in the afternoon and evening, and that's why we have an alert day there, and then an alert day on Sunday for that bitterly cold weather. Looking for wind chills here in the Madison area, about 20 below zero by early on Sunday morning with actual air temperatures below zero, and daytime high temperatures only around 10 with wind chills staying below zero all day. Another big temperature contrast, south of the Ohio River, temperatures in the 50s. There's more severe weather farther to the south into the southeastern part of the country, and then bitterly cold air up to the north. Temperatures single digits above and below zero near the U.S.-Canadian border, and wind chills there have been running about 10 to 30 degrees below zero even during the day. An energetic jet stream will bring that next weather system from west to east and track just to the south of us, bringing us that snow by New Year's Day and then the bitterly cold air following it. For New Year's Eve tomorrow, look for cloudy skies. Could see some drizzle flurries or even a little freezing drizzle in the afternoon with temperatures right around freezing, a high of about 33. By midnight, temperatures will drop into the lower 20s, and then for New Year's Day, temperatures staying in the teens, the snow developing in the afternoon, continuing probably the heaviest snow about mid to late afternoon, and a high temperature only of about 16 degrees. As we check out the 7 to 10 day forecast, again, the temperatures around 10 for a high on Sunday, but back up into the mid-20s on Monday and lower 30s on Tuesday. Then we'll see some chances for some snow showers as temperatures turn a little colder for the end of next week with maybe dry conditions as we head into next weekend.
We're down to just hours until kickoff. Coming up next in sports, we're going to get a final update from Las Vegas ahead of the Badgers game with Arizona State.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, take 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour mattress sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with savings of up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Shop in-stock mattresses up to 65% off and delivered to your door within 5 days. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years on luxury brands. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
News 3 Now's Call for Action has settled hundreds of area consumer disputes, but we can't do it without our dedicated team of volunteers. Would you like to join us? Contact Call for Action by phone or visit channel3000.com to fill out an application now.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour sale is this weekend. Ring in the new year with store-wide savings, including holiday doorbusters and special buys while supplies last. Plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Only at Ashley Home Store.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule an eye exam before your vision benefits or FSA funds expire.
Tomorrow, Badger Bowl game highlights from our team in Vegas and everything you need to know about kids' COVID boosters.
And it is all eyes on the weekend. We'll have that winter storm forecast tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
At last, it's game day. We're just over 3 hours until the Las Vegas Bowl kicks off at Allegiant Stadium. The Badgers looking to round out this season on the highest of notes with a bowl game win over Arizona State. Now, it's easy to say there is a lot of anticipation for this game, both on the players' end and, of course, the fans. Lane Kimball is out in Las Vegas with our bowl game coverage and had a chance to catch up with fans this morning ahead of kickoff.
Hey, Jordan, with a season with such high expectations, preseason ranked number 12, but then a 1-3 start, a loss at the end of the season to Minnesota, now culminating in this mid-level bowl game, prevent Badger fans from making this trip? Well, perhaps some, but we have seen plenty of Badger red here all around town this week. The most of it, though, today here on game day. Now, some fans didn't get here until today, including Will Searing. He's a UW alum from Stoughton, lives in Oklahoma City now. His flight landed at 2 a.m. today. He's here with Mom and Dad, all three of them predicting a big Badgers win tonight. That's despite an 8-4 season that, as we said, didn't get off to the best of starts.
Well, there's no bad bowls, right? So it's just fun to be here. Yeah, we would have always hoped for more, but yeah, we'll take this.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just about everyone we talked to today is very excited to see inside of Allegiant Stadium. It opened up in 2020, and the team was pretty excited to play here as well. They talked about that in their press conference yesterday. They did a walkthrough this morning about 8 hours before kickoff here, and they're also heeding the advice of former Badger and current Raider Alec Ingold. We talked with him yesterday. He said this stadium is a crazy visual atmosphere to play in, but once kickoff happens, you make your first hit, you really settle in. Speaking of settling in, Brian Mesmer, my photographer, and I, we're going in, and we're going to get an inside view, and we will have full coverage of tonight's game tomorrow morning here on News 3. Covering the Badgers live in Las Vegas tonight. Lane Kimball, News 3 Now Sports.
Thanks, Lane. Have fun out there tonight. Now, Badger men's hockey keeps the winning tradition in Milwaukee alive. The team is coming back to Madtown, tournament champions after yet another incredible finish. Now, in case you missed it last night, the Badgers and 16th-ranked Providence met for the tourney title. After the Friars took a 2-goal lead, the Badgers answered right back in the final period. Well, overtime proves to not be enough in this game in a shootout. Zach Erdahl gets the game winner, and Wisconsin wins the Quick Trip Holiday Faceoff. And we might as well call it Winning Wednesday. The Badger men's basketball team's coming off a close and gritty win over Illinois State after not playing for 2 weeks. The team able to get the job done behind a career performance by Tyler Crowell. He leads the way with 21 points. Now the Badgers prep for a trip to third-ranked Purdue on Monday. And just a reminder, the women's basketball game against Purdue, originally scheduled for tonight, is postponed. Earlier this week, the Badgers announced the postponement because of a string of positive cases within their program. Wisconsin is set to host ranked Indiana on January 5th. Gary?
Still a few flurries out there, along with some areas of fog visibility in some areas down to about 2 to 5 miles. And with temperatures just a little bit below freezing, there could be some slippery road surfaces for tonight.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening. We'll be back here tonight at 10.